that's in the middle of the afternoon or say, I don't know, 2:10 in the morning. SportsCenter on TV, teamed with Michael Eaves. I'm John Anderson. Thanks for having us. So we had 4 teams play.
Yep.
One's in, one's out. 2 are going to try again on Friday. Yeah, the NBA basketball bracket, it's not quite as straightforward as that NCAA bracket.
No, nor have the office bracket pools for the NBA playing quite caught up to March Madness, but there's plenty of drama nonetheless. Let's start with that 7-8 matchup between the Sixers and the Heat. They split the season series. The winner secures a first-round matchup with the second-seeded Knicks, Joel Embiid, ready to go against Jimmy Buckets. Less than 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sixers down 2. Tyrese Maxey pumps, drives, floater, gets it to go. Kevin Love quickly inbounds, and he's been doing this since he was in high school, all the way to the other end. Jimmy Butler pump fakes Kelly Oubre in the air, gets fouled, but Jimmy's holding that knee. We're going to show you what happened when Oubre came down right there on Jimmy's leg. He would stay in the game, clearly in a lot of pain, discomfort, and maybe it affected him throughout the night. More on that in a moment. The Heat did lead it by 1 after the first. To the second we go. Tyler Hero drives, lobs it to Bam, who throws it down. Sixers inbound. Kyle Lowry applying getting some pressure in the backcourt. Oh, that's a lazy pass. Butler picks it off. Haywood Highsmith is there. Sixers had 12 turnovers in the first half. Heat with 17 points off those turnovers, and that's why that lead went up to 11. About 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hero tries to get it to Bam and says, you know what, let's just do that. And Bam fixes it off the rim, right off his head. He's like, hey, man. He tried to hook him up, but he got him a rebound instead. Heat extend the lead. They're up 8. Miami in transition. Adebayo, Hero. How about them Wildcats? 3-ball there. They were up 51-39 at the break. Sixers are 0-13 when trailing by 12 or more at halftime this season. That is key information. Let's go to the third quarter. Embiid and the Sixers, they're at home. You expect them to make some type of run, and that's exactly what they did. But it was Nicholas Batum that was doing things in the second half. Knocks down the 3 there. And then Maxey drives, lays it up. Watch what happens, though. Gets tapped away, and then he taps it back in with his left. Come on, that cut the lead to 3. And then Batum again. He had 9 points in the third quarter. He was 3 of 4 from 3, so it was a 5-point game going to the last. Sixers down 3 here. Embiid wide open, ties it at 74. And then Embiid looking for Batum. Another 3 from Batum. First lead of the game for the Sixers since the first quarter. They were down 14 at one point in this game. Now they're up 3. 7 minutes to go. Butler, another steal. Other way. 19 points for Jimmy Buckets, but he was 5 of 18 from the field and clearly in some pain. But he's still out there. Less than 6 to go. Jaime Jaquez to the rim. Miami up 1. Later in the fourth, Maxey. No. Batum somehow with the follow. Sixers down 1. Embiid wide open again from 3. Knocks it down. Sixers up 2. Here comes Hero. He had 25 points, 16 in the fourth quarter. That 3 gave Miami the lead again. Ensuing possession. Batum, no. Embiid, yes. He would make the free throw. Sixers take a 2-point lead. He had 23 points, 15 boards. And then how about that look to Oubre and 1. 3-point game, Sixers lead. Less than 30 to go. Hero pulls up. Guess what happened? Blocked by Batum. 20 points off the bench. That block was key. Sixers move on. They win it. They get the Knicks.
It felt like a game 7 with defense was playing, and with the win, it was appreciated. And we made a lot of plays down the stretch, and it's good. I think the main thing that's kind of forgotten, we got a lot of guys that really haven't played a lot of meaningful, playoff basketball. So it was also a good experience. So I thought, in the first half we were kind of timid, and we were kind of shy. And then the second half, the Nuggets kind of won away.
We will do this the hard way. That has to be the path, right now. We're going to rest up, treat up, rally around each other, get ready for Friday, and again, embrace these competitive games.
I mean, it was the biggest game. Like we knew even if we still lose that game, we still got another chance Friday. But I think that was my main motivation. Like, I didn't want to play Friday. I needed those 2 days.
We had a little knee tweak, and we'll see what these tests got tomorrow.
Are you expecting to go for an MRI, or is that the next step? And
that's the next step.
Is that a concern once you go for an MRI? Is it? In other words, could you feel it in your body? Does it feel serious? Like, this could be something more? Or
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, I hope that I'm fine. I hope I wake up tomorrow and I can still stick and move. But right now I can't say that that's the case. I mean, I fell, he landed, and my knee just didn't do well, I guess. I don't know, but it's not a good feeling, I can tell you that.
Getting into the playoffs twice as tough for the Bulls and Hawks because you got to win 2 games and no safety net for the loser. Just summer. The Hawks 7-11 against the Bulls when Trae Young plays. Remember, he is coming back from a finger injury that kept him out an extended period of time. There's a turnover right there. DeMar DeRozan. Alex Caruso misses, but that's all right. DeRozan he's running with the Bulls and he's following up. They're up 13. A few possessions later, Young. I think the handle and the head, both of them, a little fuzzy since he's come back. That's a bad pass. Not a good start for Young. In fact, here it is one more time just to further illustrate the point. That's just a lazy pass. Caruso, Dalen Terry is in there for the dunk. Young in the first quarter, 1 point. No field goals, 5 turnovers, a -18. All of those things are sort of bad. The Bulls up 40-22 at the end of the first 12 minutes. Here it's an 11-point lead. DeMar DeRozan all the way in transition and one. Look at the finish, just through all the people and all the contact. 2 minutes left. Hawks are down 7 here before half. Dejounte Murray drives, gets that one to go. So it's 73-67 at halftime. Nobody playing a bunch of defense. Murray had 23. Young to Clint Capella, who saves it. Here comes Murray. Look out! Woo! Big and in your face, and it cuts it to 5 with some juice. They are ready to go. He had 30. Those were his best 2, but Coby White decides there'll be no more of that. Nice move there through the Hawks defense, and the Bulls back up 14. Javonte Green misses the 3. White gets it back, says, here, try from closer. There you go. Dunks, high percentage shots. White getting his own and then helping others as well. 2 left in the quarter. Bulls in transition. White takes care of all the business off the window. 28 through 3 quarters. The Bulls up 18 going to the 4th. They can feel that they're going to play one more game and get a chance to get in the playoffs. Still up 18. White, if you get tired of watching him, go ahead and guard him. That dude was hot. Hits that one. Ties a career high with 37. 5 minutes to go. White, give him some more. 42, that's a career high. The Bulls are going to win easily, 131-116. They're going to take on the Heat. Winners talk first. Talk Heat.
It's going to be a junkyard fight. It's going to be a dog fight, man. We know Miami. They know us. They got a little different team, a little different personnel. They added DeLon Wright, Patty Mills, so they added some really good players. So for us, we just got to come in ready to compete and, leave it all out there on the floor.
Danny Green won 3 NBA championships during his career. He joins us now for some very valuable perspective. All right, so the Bulls get it done at home, and, Jimmy Butler gets hurt, whatever. I mean, Coby White does his thing. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Coby White does his thing. 42 points. I need to know where that game came from and where his season came from.
Well, I got a chance to see it up close when he was a freshman at Carolina.
Okay.
So I knew he always had game, but the resurgence of it is really due to injuries. Zach LaVine being out, Alex Caruso goes down, he gets the ball more in his hand, and he's playing his game, man. Not only scoring baskets, but getting his teammates involved. That third quarter, they opened up the game because of him. Right. Attacking the paint, getting some rebounds, finding some assists. Javonte Green dunk, but also doing what he does best, getting in his bag and getting buckets. That's what he does.
And again, Zach LaVine, injured pretty much the entire season out. So it gave him opportunity, but you still have to take advantage of it.
For sure. He's a very skilled player, and to me, he's the most improved player in this league today. If not him, Tyrese Maxey, but I like Coby White. He was a role player and is now made himself almost a superstar. Yeah. He's a star player on that team right now. Tyrese Maxey has been kind of a star already beforehand. Coby's come out of nowhere for most people, and that's why he's my most improved.
42 points, no turnovers in that game. That is key.
Even more impressive.
All right, so let's go to the first game. Sixers and the Heat. Look, they played tough throughout the season. They split 4 games, and they were really tight. But the Heat were up double digits at the break. How did the Sixers turn this around the second half?
Tale of two halves. You know, it was an ugly, mucked-up game. Nobody was shooting well, but Nicholas Batum, this guy came out
Right.
hot. Finally hit some shots. You know, Philly wasn't making many shots. They hit 12 for the game. He hit half of them. He had 18.6 threes, not only making shots, but making defensive plays. He guarded Jimmy. He guarded Tyler Hero. He had the game-winning block, I would say.
Absolutely, yeah.
Against Tyler Hero, but so he did what he did best, space the floor, quick catch and shoot without any, duck in it, or however you want to say it. No bend. He's one of the best at doing that, and he made 6 of them. Changed the whole game for the Philly. Without him, they lose this game.
Hey, sometimes in a playoff situation, it's someone you're not expecting that can turn the tide, and that's what happened for them with Nicholas Batum. So now they move on, do the Sixers to get the second-seeded Knicks, and a lot of people didn't think the New York Knicks would be in the second seed, but here they are for a 2-7 matchup. What do you make of these two teams going at it for 7 games?
Well, the Knicks are really good, so I expected them to be high up. Even with the injuries, they made it through. But now most of their guys are healthy without Julius. I expect the Knicks to play at their pace, and I give them the advantage in the series.
Their pace, which is a little slow.
A little slower. Tibbs likes to muck it up some.
You think that's good? You want to get into a half-court game with Joel Embiid on the other end?
Well, they got the bodies. They got Hartenstein. They got Mitchell Robinson. They got OG Anunoby. They got bigger guards, and they got guys that can score in the half-court set very well. Jalen Brunson, so good, can win you a series. And you got Dante DiVincenzo shooting well. Deuce McBride making himself a household name now. They have a lot of weapons, man. I just don't think Philly's deep enough to beat them.
Jalen Brunson maybe in the MVP conversation. Tyrese Maxey, the most improved conversation. Could be a pretty good matchup in that series. Again, a 2-7 matchup between the Sixers and the Knicks. That is Danny Green here on SportsCenter.
I'm on fire. It's NBA,